Hello, my dear and awesome learners. Welcome to our virtual classroom. I am Francis Louis S. Regala, your class instructor. As we embark together on a new and exciting online learning journey, let us have first a short orientation on these 5 important things. Online class policies, learning methods, class requirements, grading components, and the grading system. Let's talk about first our online class policies. As the current pandemic forces us to move education online, it is important that you should be aware of the set of guidelines for your online class. Always follow these guidelines when attending an online class to leave your mark as an eligible, respectful, and polite student who is also positioned to succeed professionally. Be prompt. Follow the given time schedule set for your online class. It is better to be in your online class ahead of time to have an extra time to calm and relax before the class begins. Set up a good working space. Find a comfortable area to stay focused throughout the whole duration of the online class. It is important that the place is quiet, clear, and free from distractions. Be prepared. You are responsible for being prepared for each class period. Before an online class discussion, make sure that your device, internet connection, video camera, and microphone are in good condition. In case of any conflict of schedule or problem with your device, you must inform your instructor before the scheduled online class. Dress appropriately. Online class is just as crucial as in a face-to-face classroom. Proper wearing of clothes is advised to make yourself good online. Avoid being topless and absolutely no wearing of sleeveless and shorts when attending an online class. Always turn on your webcam. Make sure that your video camera is turned on at all times for attendance purposes and checking of your participation. It's also a great way to ensure that you are actively engaged with the lesson. Properly use your microphone. Microphone should be turned off when your instructor or others are speaking to maintain a smooth flow of the discussion. You should not interrupt during an online class discussion by just immediately turning on the microphone. In the event you have a question or concern, you must message your instructor first and wait for a signal before you can unmute your microphone. After you ask the question, you must turn it off again. Avoid eating. Take your meal or snack before the online class begins. In case you really want to eat, you may have snack-sized food or drinks in your area. However, you must eat and drink discreetly without distraction. Be kind. Make it to a point to be respectful in your comments even if you disagree with others. Conduct yourself in an online class with the same respect and politeness that you would exhibit in a real-life classroom. Be respectful. Observe certain level of formality when communicating with your instructor and classmates. Use respectful greetings and signatures like good morning, hi, please, and thank you. Use the chat box appropriately. Don't post irrelevant remarks or comments not related to the lesson being discussed. Instead, use the chat box to clarify misconceptions and share great ideas you have about the topic at hand. Be active. When the instructor called your attention or asked some questions, always try your best to answer the questions as much as you can. Take time to understand the question and compose your answer to clearly express your thoughts or ideas. Submit activities or tasks the proper way. Follow instructions carefully on the submission of the different online tasks or activities. Always keep a copy of your activities and submit them on time. Late submissions are possible but will be marked as such and will be subject to late penalties. Extensions to task deadlines will be granted, but only in exceptional circumstances. Stay safe online. Keep your passwords and personal information personal. There's nothing wrong to post updates about the significant events in your life, but always be careful on the information you put or post online. Remember, what you share in an online world becomes part of a digital record. So think before you click. Now let us discuss the learning methods. We will use a combination of online learning techniques to make sure everyone can make the most out of our lessons. Synchronous learning, or what we call the real-time or live video classes. In this method, we will all log into a virtual classroom at a set date and time. We will interact with each other as I teach the lessons and you participate in the discussion. We will be using video conferencing and live chatting for this. Asynchronous learning, or what we call the self-paced or time-independent. In this method, you will do the homework on your own time. You will be able to access pre-recorded videos, worksheets, assignments, and reading materials. You are expected to follow deadlines, and we will be able to check in with each other through email or during my consultation hours. Let's proceed to class requirements. Assignments. Homework will be handed out for each lesson, and you will be expected to submit them on the deadline indicated. Thus, it's important that you set a goal to check the Google Classroom at least once a week and comply any assignments on the date set for them to be submitted. Quizzes. A quiz will be given together with a recorded video lecture, reading materials, and soft copy of the instructor's presentation every week. This is to assess your understanding of the lesson for the week. Exams. There will be two major exams, a midterm and a comprehensive final exam. They will be done online and you will be given ample time to complete them. With these major examinations, you will be able to know your level of performance and knowledge. Also, exams will encourage you to strive hard for learning. Final assessment task. Aside from the two major exams, you will also be given a final assessment task at the end of the course period to ensure that you understand the entire course. We will use the necessary applications and platforms for group discussions and meetings, and you will be given enough time to complete the task. The task will involve applications of all the concepts you have learned throughout the semester. A rubric will be given to you, and you will be graded on the thoroughness and accuracy of your output. Attendance. Attendance is a must. Thus, attendance during synchronous classes will be checked and be given corresponding points. Lastly, participation. You are highly encouraged to participate in the discussion during synchronous classes to help you better understand the lessons and engage with your instructor and fellow classmates. Now let's move on to the grading components. Your course grade will be determined through these assessments. Graded activities. Individual assignments, quizzes, mastery tests, and other activities will be graded accordingly and shall compose 40% of your final grade. Compliance with all your graded activities will help you earn good grades and will improve your class performance and standing. Passing rate for every graded activity is 50. Midterm exam. An examination will be given at the end of the midterm period. A table of specifications will be sent out within the exam week. An exam type may be a combination of multiple choice questions, identification, and open-ended questions. This shall compose 20% of your final grade. Comprehensive final exam. At the end of the final period, another examination will be given, but this time, it will cover all the topics discussed during the entire semester. This exam shall compose 20% of your final grade. And lastly, the final assessment task. To ensure that you have learned from all of the discussions, a final assessment task will also be given, and shall compose 20% of your final grade. Let's now proceed to the grading system. The final grade corresponding to the student's general average is given in the table below. May we have fun and productive learning sessions ahead. Once again, I am Francis Louis S. Regala, and I welcome you to our class, my dear students.